Have you ever looked at your pet or watched a nature documentary and found yourself wondering, what if? What if the intricate, often bizarre societies of the animal kingdom weren't just fascinating to observe, but actually ran the world? Imagine a planet where instinct, pheromones, and collective flight dictated global policy. It sounds absurd, right? But what if, hidden within that absurdity, were some profound insights into our own human ways of governing? Today, we're diving into a world where the wild takes the wheel. Get ready to see governance through a truly unconventional lens. Let's start small, with the ultimate collective, the ant colony. When you see ants scurrying, it might look chaotic, but their society is ruthlessly organized. There's the queen, the workers, the soldiers, each with a distinct role. An ant colony isn't just a group of individuals, it's a superorganism. Every single ant exists for the good of the colony, with no concept of individual rights or personal ambition. So, what would their laws look like? Not written laws, mind you, but instinctual directives, as fundamental to them as gravity is to us. Imagine a global ant congress where debates aren't spoken but communicated through complex pheromone releases. A filibuster might involve an ant endlessly circling, emitting a stalling scent, causing a collective instinctual pause across the entire assembly. Their legislation would be chillingly efficient. Laws like, if you find food, bring it back, leave a scent trail, tell everyone. Or, kill anything that doesn't smell like mom or poop sugar. And the ultimate directive, protect the queen. In an ant-governed world, our grand cities wouldn't exist for human comfort. They'd be repurposed into vast, interconnected super nests, climate-controlled biostructures designed solely for optimal brood rearing and resource storage. Human notions of freedom or dissent would be utterly incomprehensible. It's a vision of absolute collective efficiency, forcing us to ask, what are we willing to trade for ultimate order? Now let's look up to the skies, to the parliament of pigeons. Pigeons are masters of collective decision-making, often without a single word. They exhibit gaze-following, tracking where their flock mates are looking, a behavior remarkably similar to humans. In their parliament, there would be no booming speeches. A bill, say a new migration route, might be presented by a bold, influential pigeon. Other parliamentarians would then vote by subtly aligning their gaze in agreement. A widespread chorus of looks would signify approval, their form of legislative enactment. Leadership would be fluid. While a speaker of the flock might be a consistently influential individual, during a crisis, like navigating a complex urban environment, the pigeon best positioned to lead the necessary turn would temporarily assume heightened leadership status. It's a system that prioritizes immediate utility and competence over fixed titles. Imagine a parliamentary session conducted in profound silence, communicated solely through subtle head movements and intense eye contact. A filibuster could involve a lone, stubborn pigeon refusing to align its gaze, forcing the entire flock to remain stationary until it complies. And the human term, stool pigeon, referring to an informant, in a pigeon government, a pigeon whose unique gaze or information, initially seen as disruptive, inadvertently leads the flock to a better, unexpected outcome, might be celebrated as an unconventional leader, not a betrayer. It's a fascinating look at how nonverbal cues can shape an entire society. But the animal kingdom offers so much more. Imagine an elephant global council led by the oldest, wisest matriarchs, whose deep knowledge of ancient migration routes and water sources ensures survival during droughts. Their decisions would be slow, deliberate, and rooted in generations of accumulated wisdom. Contrast that with a lion pride parliament, where leadership is constantly challenged by younger, stronger males, leading to brutal takeovers and short, aggressive legislative cycles driven by immediate reproductive advantage. Or consider the Bonobo Global Summit, where all international disputes are resolved through extensive intimacy sessions and communal grooming rather than traditional diplomatic negotiations. Their unique approach to conflict resolution prioritizes peace through pervasive social bonding. Even economic systems would be radically different. No abstract money, just direct barter and service exchange. A baboon baby holding future might be traded for grooming credits or cleaner fish bonds issued based on regional parasite availability. Wealth would be measured in access to essential resources or valuable services, not accumulated currency. And what about art and culture? Perhaps global art would be expressed through intricate nest designs or complex, synchronized aerial displays, each movement a brushstroke in the sky. From the ruthless efficiency of the Ant Superorganism to the fluid consensus of the Pigeon Parliament and the diverse models of matriarchies, dominance, and peace through intimacy, the animal kingdom offers a mirror to our own societies. These absurd scenarios, when you look closely, are incredibly insightful. They challenge our assumptions about leadership, justice, communication, and what it truly means to build a thriving community. Perhaps, by imagining a world run by animals, we can gain a fresh perspective on our own human challenges and appreciate the myriad ingenious ways life on Earth finds to cooperate, resolve conflict, and simply exist.